Hi guys, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening. From wherever you are watching from, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for coming back again. I truly hope that you've been enjoying this wedding planning series. It's been a whole series. I think we have three videos already. This is the fourth video in, and we are ending the series with this video. We are ending the series with this video. I'm sure that this series has been really helpful if you're planning a wedding or you know anyone who is planning a wedding and is planning it by themselves on a budget. It would be nice to actually share this video with them because I believe that there's so much insights, there's so much wisdom, there's so much um, goodness in this video that can really help them and save them from wedding planning stress. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Those of you that have been watching without liking, I encourage you, please, whenever you come across my videos and you watch it, like it, comment, and share. If you can't even comment, please, at the very least, subscribe and like it. Thank you so much. So we've had part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and now this is the final part. I'm ending it here because I don't want the series to be too long, and I believe that I've covered almost everything that is really important that you should know. Every other thing that has not been covered there is because I figured that you'll be able to, I trust that you'll be able to fix whatever is left. It's not going to be very difficult for you to actually fix. So yes, we're going to be ending this series on this one. So this particular one is going to be just random things. I'm just sharing random things and advice and thoughts that I learned from planning a wedding. You know, I'm sure it can be of help to you. It definitely will be of help to you. So I'm just sharing, random wedding planning advice and thoughts that I have to share with you. So starting with the random advice and thoughts that I have about planning a wedding is in no particular order, right? So I'm just going to be saying it as it comes to my head or as I find it in my notes. Is that having a budget is not synonymous to having a cheap wedding. Budget just helps you to be intentional about not going overboard on a certain amounts that you want to spend. That's all. It does not mean that you are going to be spending 1 million naira for your wedding. It does not mean that you're going to be spending 500,000. Please, budget does not mean being cheap. Budget just guides you. It just helps you to make sure that you're not exceeding the certain amounts that you've allocated for your wedding. See, wedding is not cheap. I'm telling you, if you know that you're having a wedding, as long as your wedding is above 100 people, best believe you are going to be spending some millions, especially if you are doing hall, you are doing all those gbogbo, except you are going to court and just doing a parlor wedding. But even that is expensive because even clothes, just the clothes that you wear, photography and all that is very expensive. First of all, an alaga would not charge you a traditional company, that's who an alaga is, will not charge you 5,000 naira because it's just 10 people that will be there. They will charge the same amount because now the same song where they go sing when 100 people there, that's the same song they will sing. So do you understand? So first things first is that having a budget is not synonymous to having a cheap wedding. You can have a budget and still spend 20 million. You can have a budget and still spend 5 million. You can have a budget and still spend 8 million. So that is that. The number 2 thing that I'm going to say is that wedding planning is not for a lifetime. It's going to end. As I am now, I'm thinking about something else in my life. I'm not bothered about wedding planning, of course, except of course helping my friends that are getting married, putting them through with 1 or 2 things. But wedding planning is forever. So don't invest so much of your emotion, your time. Don't let it affect you so much. Don't attach so many emotions, because I understand that planning the wedding, lots of emotions. That's when you see one family member that you've not heard from in the last 5 years is making demands and all that. So it takes a lot of wisdom, and you as a person, you and your partner, you should be able to put your foot down, especially if you are planning, if you are paying for everything about your wedding. Put your foot down, let people know that this is where you stand and this is what you will do or this is what you will not do. There's wisdom in handling families and extended family and all that, but don't let it cause unnecessary fights. Don't let it cause unnecessary arguments. Don't let it cause issues between your partners. It's not worth it, because after that everybody will go back to their house and it's just you. So do the one that you can, do the one that are priority to you, that are non-negotiables. Focus on that and leave every other thing out. So don't let wedding planning consume you. I know wedding planning can unveil a lot of emotions, especially if you come from families that are complicated and all that, but it's just not worth it, right? That's number 2. For number 3 is that Do you know that okay, number three is that have you figured that people actually like weddings? Like it was during my wedding I knew that people actually like weddings. Like even people will not send you on the normal day, person will not send you on the normal day. They want to come for your wedding. They just want to come and look. It's just I think it's just innate with human beings. Although I don't think I'm like that. If I don't have a personal relationship with you, if you don't personally invite me for your wedding, I will not come. You will not find me in all those kind of setting. But it was so alarming to find. Hey, Oduduwa, ha, it was so alarming to find out that a lot of people want to get crash weddings even if they are not invited. A lot of people want to, just wants to come there even if they are cool with you or not. For them it's just another gist on the block, it's just another entertainment. So have that in mind, and also put measures in place to actually curtail that. If you find out that a lot of people, you have been getting signals that a lot of people want to get crash your event, do something about it. Don't come and do community wedding for people that are not even important like that. Do you understand? That's number three. Number four, see, I know that you are planning, you are paying for hall, you are doing DJ, you are paying for photography, your clothes. Budget for logistics. That's one thing that people don't know. We spent a huge amount of money on logistics, flights, accommodation. It was a whole lot. And most people relegate that to when it's just like quarter to traveling. You will now find out that more the money, especially if you marry somebody that's coming from like flying into from another state or interstate or another country. That is really a thing. So as you are planning for clothes, as you're planning for food, be budgeting for your accommodation. Be budgeting. We spent a whole lot on hotel accommodations. We spent a lot of money on flights. From parents to ourselves and all that. So there's actually that budget for that one. You don't say that it's not important, or you want to you rugged, it's any money that people give you. And let me tell you something, if you are planning a wedding, a candid advice, don't be banking on money that you've not seen to plan your wedding. Make sure that it is the money that you have, that you can afford, the money that's on ground or in your pocket. Is it true that people will give you money for your wedding gift? Yes, it's true if you are lucky, but it's not a guarantee. You cannot be basing that, you cannot be planning on that. You are planning wedding on 20 million, whereas you don't have 2 million. You are hoping that vibes and inshallah the remaining 18 million will come outside. They don't used to do like that. So that's that. Another thing is that try not to overburden people with your wedding expenses, especially your friends and your closed ones. For instance, if you have a bridal party or a bridesmaid or groomsmen, lessen the burden of the finance on them. A lot of people are traveling interstate, they have to pay for flights, they have to pay for clothes and all that. If there's any way that you can reduce the burden on them, please do. Personally, during my wedding, I had my friends do my ashwabi for me. It's true that they contributed money and they bought clothes, but I made sure that it was very, very affordable. And I also made sure that, okay, if they are going to be buying clothes and they were going to be doing their transportation, I paid for their accommodation, I paid for their hotel. And I made sure that the items that I gave with their clothes, even though it cannot measure the sacrifices of traveling now, it was worth it. I personally didn't eat 1 naira from Ashwebi's money. I was not out to exploit anybody or get money from them. If for anything, I even added my money because I made sure that the gifts were worth it for them. So yes, and my partner also didn't. I'm sure he didn't sell clothes for his guys because he didn't want anybody traveling, buying clothes and all that. Because most of his guys were coming in from other parts of the world, other parts of Nigeria. So it didn't make sense to say they should buy clothes, pay for hotel, pay for clothes and all that. So we just did our best to lessen. If it was possible to even accommodate, bring everybody and pay for the accommodation, best bet we would have done that because we didn't want anybody to stress. Some people, it's their wedding they're looking for to cash out. It is actually a bid that they want to cash out. Plus that you bought 10,000, you exaggerate it to 60,000 so that you can eat 40,000 on top. It doesn't just make sense to me. I actually even think that you should be the one buying clothes and all that, but I also get the whole burden of planning the wedding and all that. So if you can lessen the burden, please make sure that you do. And also, if you are moving to a different state entirely from where your wedding is done, maybe you got married in Damaturu, you are going to Calabar, for instance, make sure that whatever gifts that you want people to bring, they should monetize it because of the logistics of moving. I can't imagine that during my wedding, people brought baby bath, brought washing machine, brought a lot of things, and I'm carrying to airport, I'm sending it in car. It just doesn't make any sense. So if people can monetize it, for us, I think we had a wedding website, so we just put it there. I'm not sure we said anybody should not bring gifts, but shockingly, People don't carry gifts to wedding again. Even though we did not intend to collect gifts like physical gifts, we didn't want to carry washing machine, be carrying blender, jug, glass cup and ceramic plates up and down. We didn't want that, but we did not explicitly say that you cannot bring it. Do you understand? But I wanted to even see for myself whether people even used to bring, because the truth is that those gifts, some of those gifts used to help. Oh, some of those gifts used to help. So, but then we were just open minded that it's all right if people want to send to our account is on the website. If people want to bring gifts, it's still fine. We didn't stop anybody, but nobody brought any gifts, any physical gifts that, oh, this is bath, oh, this is. It's olden days that people will be coming, they will buy bath, they will buy baby washing dish, well, different things. They don't used to do that now again. So if you are also planning wedding, that, oh, the remaining money in my hand, I'm going to do wedding, whereas in your house there's nothing inside, desist now. I have come. I'm the voice speaking in the in the darkness. I've been in the wilderness. I've come to tell you, don't. It's a setup. Oh, if not, you will go back and be sleeping on the ground when you marry. So set up your house, set up your everything, travel. I know that if even if people don't even spray, even if you don't make money and come outside, there's no issue. Another thing is that, let me tell you something. If you are doing big wedding, once people have know that you want to pay for hall and you have good people in your circle, they will support you. That is a jar. People will give you money, especially if you're a good person. We got money during our wedding. That's the truth. People sprayed us money, and it was just really fun. I didn't even expect it. I didn't think about it. We were not putting our mind. So yes, let me see if there's anything. Yes, and also I did not share souvenir for my wedding because I cannot cook for 200 people. King Pamalu do everything that I did during my wedding and still be sharing souvenir. Although there were souvenirs, so special thanks to my oversabi aunties, sister Shayo. My sister-in-law shared something to my sister-in-law, like my two sister-in-laws, my sister-in-law from my brother, my sister-in-law from my husband's side. So I don't know how to explain. My sister-in-laws shared something for the wedding. My oversabi aunties shared something. My elder sister shared something. So they were souvenirs. But personally, we did not buy anything with our hand. The only okay, Jota. We did Jota. But like all those Ikole, Paka, Sieve, Abajashe, we did not do we didn't do any of such because like it just really makes sense. Maybe if I had plenty money but then I was not going to do that. So it was not even on top of the table. There was no conversation about buying souvenir or anything. So yes, those are the things that are the random things that I just wanted to talk about. Let me see if there's any other thing that I'm not saying. Um so yes, I think, yeah. And also, if you are doing a wedding, it's especially, let's say for instance, I'm talking to the ladies now. For instance, if you have a partner that is bearing the cost of everything, it's unfair if you're able to afford it for you to just cross your leg and cross your hand and not do anything. Personally, I paid for some things for my wedding. I pay for it, especially things that I wanted, my like that I really wanted. I funded it. I paid for it. I supported in the way I could. Do you understand? Of course, I left the heavy lifting for you know, because not me more marry myself now. Do get what I mean now. So yes. So if you can support, please support. Don't leave the burden on one person. Don't be a figurehead. Don't be so that you can have a say. As we wrap up on this series, I want to say a very big thank you to our friends and our family and our loved ones, everyone who traveled interstate across the nations. Big shout out to my sister, Mr. Regbeshola. She traveled all the way to be at our wedding. My sister, my brother, my in-laws. I truly, truly appreciate everyone. Our bridesmaids and our groomsmen, our chairman and his beautiful wife, all our vendors, all our family members, our friends, our loved ones, everyone that shared in our joy, that contributed to our wedding in no small way by coming, with their financial support, their prayers and their gifts, their acts of services. We are super grateful. We can never forget your kindness. Thank you so much and God bless you. So those are the random things that I just remember that I noticed that I didn't capture in the other um in the other series that I've done. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the comment section. Ask your questions, drop your comments, tell me, please. I really, really, really need your honest feedback. If you notice, I've been consistent every 2 times in a week. I'm posting. It's now in your hand to support me, to uplift me, to lift, to preach the gospel of my channel. So if you've been watching all this while and you've learned something, if you love this series, please give me your honest feedback. Tell me if there's something you think I should improve on. Tell me if there's any topic you want me to talk about. Please tell me. I will oblige you. Thank you so much for watching till this moment. Have a nice day. Bye.